Welcome to day 4, and in today's training, we'll be looking at creating magnetic content that sells on WhatsApp, TikTok, and Facebook, also on Instagram. So we're going to be looking at content that is creating magnetic, not just ordinary content, creating magnetic content that sells on WhatsApp, TikTok, and Facebook. Before we go on, kindly ensure that you followed us, subscribe to our channels, and ensure that the day 1 to day 3 assignment is being sent to the comment section of each day so that we can actually follow up with you and ensure that you are part of people that will be qualifying for certification at the end of day 15. So today we are looking at creating magnetic content that sells on WhatsApp, TikTok, and Facebook. And that is, you are going to be learning the art of selling without selling. The art of selling without selling. That is how to post content that attracts, connects, and converts. This is a pure 100% practical, and I want you to take your time because you need to be pausing and also replaying. Ensure that you play it as much time as possible until you are able to get it. And that is, you need to have your time to practicalize it very well. But before that, let's quickly talk about why content is king. You know, people always say content is king. Why is it king? Now, people don't buy products. They buy emotions, stories, and solutions. So your content is your salesperson, your recruiter, and your ATM. So if your content is not king, then you won't be able to make sales. You won't be able to get people to join your business, and you won't be able to convert it to sales. And that is available 24/7 if you use it right. So content is very key. If you can use it right, it will be available for you. And let's look at the powerful content. Like with powerful content, you'll be able to build people's trust. That is, people trust you with powerful content. Not only that, you get DMs without begging, you sell without spamming. You know, a lot of people, when they were, especially those that are into affiliate business, they actually need to start spamming other people's product companies and the rest, all because they want to sell or they want to get people that will join them in their business. But no, once you get your content right, then you will see that people are the one that will be rushing to come to your DMs. So let's look at the 3 golden goals of content. 3 golden goals of content. Every piece of content must do one or more of the following. Let's look at it. Number 1 is attract. Your content, the goals of your content must be able to attract, that is, grab attention. 2, engage, that is, make them relate to what you're trying to say. And the last one is convert, that is, get them to take action. So, like, click your link, DM, or join your WhatsApp group. So, these 3 golden goals of content are very important. So, every of your piece of your content must do with one or more. So, and invariably, imagine your content is now going around the entire tree. That means there will be an attraction, there will be an engagement, and also that will lead to conversion. So let's look at the types of content you should post. The 5 content pillar. Number 1, story. So story help us to build trust and show struggles and results. By the time you start narrating a story, how you started to where you are, definitely that will enable them to build trust and show struggles and results. The second one is value. Now you need to educate, entertain, and inspire. Not just about posting your content. If you actually want to make a sales, you need to educate people about, like, I'm into fashion and I want to actually make a sales of about on a particular trouser. So, like, I have to educate people why this trouser is trending. Why do you need it? I need to entertain them and also inspire them to actually get to buy, because I have to give value. Now, the next one is testimonial. Testimonial works more wherever, after you are using appliances or you are using health products. Now you build belief with social proof. Like people actually want to see other people that have used it and their results. And that is why testimonials are very good. The next one is offer or call to actions. Now, if your content is just open and there is no call to action, definitely you won't be able to convert them into sales. And that is why sales sell directly or drive to action. So at the end of the day, there must be an action. There must be a call for that action. And the last one behind the scene, that is show the human side of your hustle. Like telling them where you're coming from, your background, like let it be real behind the scene of what you're talking about, and plan to rotate these weekly. So if you can actually go about all of these things on a week in, week out, definitely you are going to be making a massive sales. Now, WhatsApp status content strategy. I always tell people, I said 95% of Nigerians, when they wake up in the early the morning, go and do your research. Even you yourself that are watching me or that are listening to me. Now, the first set of things they do when they wake up is they pick their phone and check their WhatsApp. So once they pick their phone, the first thing they check is their WhatsApp. 95% of people that wake up to pick their phone, they check their WhatsApp. What do they want to see? They want to see information. So what are the areas? What are the things they are clicking on? Those things, information, like I said, do your research to know which particular platform are what specific people are going and what is the product you actually want to sell. Then that will give you the platform you need to actually go and get them. So in the morning, you give them motivation or personal story. And that is why it's very good. If you check for those that are following me, they have my number and I have your contact on WhatsApp, that you are going to be seeing that not every time I'm talking about the product I actually want to sell. No, sometimes I crack jokes. Sometimes I motivate them, put motivational talk and the rest, because I have to grab attention of diverse people. And let me tell you, this is very key. Each time anybody calls you on the phone, you are missing out a big money if you are not saving those contacts. Now, for instance, before somebody can call you, there is tendency, let's say 95% tendency that the person has your number or save your number on his or her own phone. And by the time the person calls you and the number is just your ordinary number, and you after the conversation, you only caught and you didn't save that person's number, you are missing out business people, you're missing out intended customer. Why? Because if you just save that person's name with maybe Kunle Church, Kunle Mosque, or Kunle whatever, and at the end of the day, Kunle also has your number and you're posting on your status. These are the people that will be checking this status, because once both of you have your contact, you can see WhatsApp status content strategy is one of the key things you can actually sell a lot. The next one is midday. You talk about teach education or short quote. Like I know where I'm going. So the first time in the morning, I talk about motivation. The next midday, I talk about tips, education, or short quote. And in the evening, I talk about testimonials, offer, and link to my products. So at night, I talk about emotional reminder or a call to action. Don't sleep on your dreams and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I've been able to complete a whole necessary content of what? Of marketing. Why? Because I started with emotion, motivation, motivating them, sharing them, inspiring them in the morning. And by midday, I talk about tips, education about what I want them to know. In the evening, I talk about testimonial in line with what I've educated them about. And at night, I'm giving them a call to action if they want to buy or they want to be part of this amazing company. Let's go to Facebook to TikTok content blueprints. Now, when it comes to Facebook and TikTok, number one, you use hook in your first 3 seconds on your video or text. Hook. So if your first three seconds or statements are not having this hook attention that can attract attention, then you are missing it out. Number two, you speak to one person, not the crowd. So your content should be speaking to one person, even when a lot of people are going to be reading, because they are going to be reading them one after the other. Not that they are all of them are checking one particular phone to read. So you speak to one person, not as a crowd. Then the next one is end with a call to action. Don't just make any content without a closing action, call to action. And the next one, be authentic. Don't fake lifestyle. I always tell people when I'm giving what I have learned, what I have benefited from this journey of digital skills. I talk about me going to Dubai. You can see Paramount Hotel in Dubai. You can see my name written on the TV of that particular room. I talk about the money I've earned in with Dynamics Global. I can show my dashboard. Even with that company that took me to Dubai, you can see I've made over $16,000. So all of those things are to be authentic. Don't fake them. Don't fake your lifestyle, because by the time you start faking it, well, you lose trust in people. Now, example, from only 5,000 monthly to 500,000 in 3 months. Here is how I use affiliate marketing to change my life. Now, when people now ask you about this and you could not show them evidence to what your statements are, you start losing trust in people. And that is not what we are talking about. So if you're going to be posting on Facebook, TikTok, and the rest, I want people to start engaging you and you want people to start coming to you, then you need to be authentic and be factual about your lifestyle. The next one is magnetic content formula. Now, this is exactly what I've been using. There are diverse different types of content models that we know. We have AIDA, we have for the 4Ps and the rest like that. But AIDA is the model that is so complete. I'm going to be explaining that to you. And the A is attention. Like if your first line of statement is talking about attention, the second line is talking about interest. The next one is talking about desire, and the next one is talking about action. Like the attention is the hook. The interest tells a story or relatable situation. Desire show benefit or result. And action tells them what to do next. So you can see attention grabbing posts make people stop scrolling. The right story makes them buy. Now I'm going to now go back to the practical aspect now. And this is where we need to start working on our practical tools. So now let's go into the practical aspect. All right. So let's go into the practical part. So you can actually, for those of you that are just watching this, what you need to do is you need to go, let me use a fresh page. You need to first, either you're using your smartphone, go to your browser, your Chrome, and put chat, CHAT, chat gpt.com. Now, this also has a you can download it and put it on your desktop on your phone. And for those that are using Chrome, you can actually go there like a website. And when you're doing that, please try to sign up with your Gmail. So definitely you can access ChatGPT without you signing up, but it's better for you to sign up and use your Gmail account. Ensure you know your password and log in, or you can also sign in with your Google. So either of the two, you can use it. And one of the reasons why we are teaching about ChatGPT is that this will be your guide, you'll be your assistant. And how do you use it? Let's forget that we are using the word either. So we actually want to create a content about your business that will have either in it. So the first thing first is, what kind of business are you into? I'm into health business. Let's say, for instance, I'm going to be using one of the company that I promote as an example. I want to use Dynas Upstart. So I'm into a business. The name of the company is Dynas Upstart. The product is Dynas Road Center. So I myself, I actually need to promote my brand. And that is one thing about those people that are promoting other people's products. You need to also put your own brand in front. That is very key. So, like, I don't even know, have an idea of what name I can actually give my brand. So, like I now said, you have whatever thing you need. And that is the essence of you coming to ChatGPT, coming to this kind of class. Like, it will give you a stress-free. Like, let's look at this. ChatGPT, I want to promote a company, a health company called Diners Upsurge with their flagship product to be plant-based stem cell called Diners Rosenta. And now they kindly suggest a brand name for me to use and promote it while you generate an either, you can see either, you put either in capital, content about 7 days posts of the new business on Facebook. So you just put up and send. So this is going to give you a lot of suggestions. You can see, got it. Diners also is a health, so it's going to repeat it and suggestions. So it's now giving you different name. You can also suggest. You can use anyone. Cell Vive, Natural, Vital Boom, Green Cell, like the rest. So we have diverse of this. You can now see the content now is not coming in this way. Attention, interest. So he's trying to make each day one attention, day two interest, day three desire. That is exactly not what I want. So you go back again. No, ensure each day content consists of either models and put a link to connect to my WhatsApp. Now, can you see that? So now I'm not trying to emphasize that no, that content should come with either. That means each day content should come with either. Now, if you see something like this now, how do you, let me take day one. Let me take day one now and see how the post of day one will be. This is how the post of day one will be. So let's try to make I want to copy it. So let's look at the content of day one. So you can see. So now in you posting, you don't actually need to put day one attention or thereabout. You have to erase all of this, and you need to know what exactly you need to start from. This attention will not be there. This will not be there. This will not be there. This will not be there. Now you can see that I'm using my hand to do all of these things myself. So, but if I don't want to stress myself on all of that, I will just go back here and said, remove the either at the beginning of each day content and let let me have only the content in either format with my phone WhatsApp. You now put your phone WhatsApp. Good. So you can see you can at any point in time communicate along. You can see. Look at now. So exactly what we are trying to do here has been done here. So I don't need to stress myself whenever I'm doing all of these things. I don't need to stress myself. So you can see now the day posts are there. Imagine your body repairing itself naturally. Science has discovered a breakthrough, blah, 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 blah. But don't also forget that I said something that whenever you want to make a post, don't try to make a content that sells for everybody. Make a content that sells for a particular aim. So I will now say, because I want to actually promote for BP, I want to promote for fibroid, and I want to promote for diabetics. So I will now said, give me post on fibroid, diabetes, and BP in either format on the same product for 7 days. So you communicate. So you can see that each particular content will now have that. So the number one is, so he's still making this mistake. Day one for fibroid, day two diabetes, day three BP, day four fibroid and natural healings, like that. You can also change by day seven. He's talking about all in halls. So it depends on that. So looking at this also, you like many women silently suffer from fibroids, heavy bleeding, pains. Already by the time you start talking about this, and that is one thing that I said when you are about doing, we can copy the 7 days. You can create your content for the entire month down. So just pick up a day, do all of the content you actually need for the entire 1 month. Like I've instructed to create content for 7 days for me. I can create for the entire 1 year in a day. And I will just wake up, copy, paste. Like you do all of the work down and you just wake up, copy and paste. So you might not actually need much time. You might not spend more than 2, 3, maximum 5 minutes in a day. Just copy, go to where the content are, copy and paste it to wherever you actually want to paste it to. Bam. And don't forget that also in what we are doing, this is just part one of it, generating content. Another part of it is that we need to start putting hashtag. That is another day lecture. But because some persons might not be able to have access to the next day, because for you to be part of day 5, definitely you must have been part of us. What do I mean? Like you must have a particular models that you actually want to work with us for you to be in the mentorship platform, because this is the mentorship academy whereby from day 1 to day 15 at the mentorship class, the physical part of it will come every weekend, whereby we're going to be having all the people in the mentorship class. You bring entire questions, the practical aspect of it will be displayed on our Zoom. Aside from the fact that you have all of this, you have direct access to me. So if you want to be part of it, then go to the description. There is a video that will explain what you need to do to continue and be part of those people that will be in the mentorship academy class. Now, the first day to fourth day is for the general public, because with this alone, I'm very sure you will do well and excel well in your personal business and the rest. But if you actually want to follow up to the end, I'm going to be showing you some of those things that you are expecting in other days. Like we have end for day 4 right away, but I'm going to be putting up some of those things that you might miss. Let me quickly do that as a bonus for you, for those people that might not be able to continue with us because they could not go to the description and go and watch the next video that will tell them what will bring them into the next part. Because one of the reasons why we are doing this is that we want you to have a model that will actually give you an extra income or to use as a practical if you want to be in the mentorship academy. So you can't just be in the mentorship from day 1 to day 15 without you having a practical models to actually leverage and start making money on. And that is why we are stopping here for those that are just coming in without having a models to actually work on. So let's talk about other things. Now, I will take you to the SEO, which is going to be in day 6. Today is day 4. So in day 6, this is what you are going to be learning. Now, all of these things must have, all of these things must have hashtag. What is the essence of hashtag? Hashtag is search engine optimization that will help you to make your content rank. So I can just say, provide the best hashtags that will make the above content go viral while posting on all my social media handles. So this will regenerate those things. You can see this is now giving you hashtag to actually use for all of that. You can see. So it has already given you hashtag you can use for core branding, for fibroid, for diabetes. You can see all of that. And now it's not making each day. Look at day 1 post is this. So at the end of the day, you just copy all of these things and put. So that means what I'm posting at the end of the day is this. Let's check. What I'm posting at day 1 is this. Look at it. So you just erase this hashtag away from it. So can you see WhatsApp us on, chat us on WhatsApp? So you now put your WhatsApp number, you put your link, and there's already a training that will teach you. If you go to my channel very well, I've done a video on how to create WhatsApp link, how to create WhatsApp link. Go there, you're going to see the video there, how to create WhatsApp link. So your phone number can be generated to a WhatsApp link, and when people click on that link, they comes directly to your WhatsApp. So if you highlight on this, you now post. Now let's look at it content very well. Now imagine your body repairing itself naturally. Science has discovered a breakthrough in plant-based stem cells, giving your body this XYZ and the rest. No, this is not the content we actually wanted to do. So I can also instruct. I can also instruct on the model of this is exactly the one we want. I will come back there, give the above a viral hashtags. You now post that same content and put. So it will go back and reproduce it with hashtag. You can see. So there is a lot of things you can actually do on this chat GPT, and instantly, I call it office assistant. Instantly it's going to generate exactly what you need. You can see I'm pasting all of this thing on Word, and that is why it's very easy when you are working with a laptop. I always tell people, I said the best way to do all of these things is for you to get your own laptop. But if you don't have your laptop, your smartphone can also still do all of that. But it will just take you a little more stress. Now, look at this. Many women silently suffer from fibroid, heavy bleeding, pains, and endless discomfort. Now, already somebody that is in that particular line will pay attention. And that is why you are not just to make a content that sells for everybody. Make a content that goes to that particular person you actually want to sell to. And what if your body could naturally fight and repair itself from within? With Dyline's Rosenta, powered by plant-based stem cell, your body gets the support it needed to heal, balance, and restore. Take the first step towards freedom from fibroid struggles today. Message us on WhatsApp. Now, this message, by the time you put that and you now attach a testimonial video of somebody giving testimony on a particular ailment, that same ailment, fibroid. Now, the person will start, the next thing is the person will ask is how much. Like I make my post without putting putting the amount there because I wanted to come to my DM and start chatting me up. Look at the next one for diabetes. Diabetes drains energy and limit lifestyle, but it does not have to control your life. Science has discovered the power of plant-based stem cell to support blood sugar balance and cell repair. So already these are content where you don't actually struggle, you can generate for the entire 1 year. So it now depends on what area, what problem do you want to solve, to what content do you actually want to do. And this hashtag will help you to rank because when people are searching for BP controls and the rest, this your post will actually come out. And that is the essence. I was showing you in my day 3 videos that when people are actually going about looking for some of these, you can see people are looking for dynamics of such, like they want to actually know more about it. These are my channel. These are my content posts of my team member partners because we have understood that we need to put hashtags on most of our posts for them to rank so that when people that does not even know us are looking because of the high testimonies of our product everywhere, and people are now looking at, okay, let me go and do more research about this, they are going to be seeing your post. And by the time they are seeing your post, you are now the problem solver at that point. The contact number, the link they are going to be seeing there is the person that they will come and chat. And that was how I got a lot of people in Togo, in Kenya, in Uganda, Burkina Faso, and the rest in my business, not only my Nigerian guys. Why? Because as they are getting to know about the product there and they are going on internet to actually search, my videos, my post content and everything is ranking the first page of Google. And what is, they are going to be clicking on it and they want to ask more, they will be chatting me up, and at the end of the day, I'll be closing them and making more sales. Very simple, because I am not even running ads. The power of content, the power of SEO, because I have a skills called digital skills. I have been able to dominate the space, and that is exactly what I said. I make an extra income effortless while doing my 9 to 5 job. Why? Because I have a skills that I can dominate internet space. So let's go back to this. Let's finish our slide and let's quickly go to content writing example before and after and look at it. Now, people who said, buy this product is the best, DM me. Like you are showcasing the boss, you are telling me is the best. No, it's wrong. I used to hate looking in the mirror. Now I can't stop smiling. Here is the secret. You know, People want to know the secret. Like, yes, they will come to your DM, they will click on that link. Now, like you want is an example of content writing that will attract people to you. Now, before people said affiliate marketing is real, join now. Like, I don't understand. But look at this. In just 30 days, I made money online using only my WhatsApp. Want to see how? Like people will come, like they want to know how come in 90 days, in 30 days, I want to also be like you. And these are the attraction content writing. You understand? Visual tips for WhatsApp, TikTok, and Facebook. Number one, for WhatsApp, use clear, bright images or personal selfie and add 2 to 3 words on image. Canva apps is perfect. Use voice note occasionally. Canva app is perfect for WhatsApp and use voice note occasionally if you are using for WhatsApp. Let's go for those that are going on TikTok. Now, use trending sound when you're going on TikTok. Like, yes, use trending sound and keep it short. And the reels 30 to 60 seconds. Show product plus personal touch. And for Facebook, long story post once a week. Listen, long story post once a week, not every time, once in a week. And mix text plus photo plus call to action. Text and photo and call to action, mix them together and ask questions, engage. Like, let put up a question that will make people to engage in your post. That will give you more audience and more authority over there. Now we talk about Canva here, assignment for day 4. Before we go on the assignment, let me quickly say this because of those that might not be able to follow us on our next day. Yes, because they will need to go and check the video. Now, there's another thing you're going to be learning. Now, like that, our post, that our content we've created. Let me take it to that content. And you actually want to use that content for day 1. Now, when you need to create a content, you don't actually need. So this is let's assume this is my number. Now you copy this and you come to, because I'm going to be training you on some of the AI, how to make AI videos, how to create images, canvas, and the rest. So these are videos, these are for video, these are for images. So I want to create an image I want to post for that day to also attract people. So I will now said, create a stunning, or create an image, create an attractive image about this content for me to post and get engage and also DM on my WhatsApp. So you now post the content here, you understand, and you now send. So this is going to generate image for me. So while this one is uploading, you can also go to Canva, canva.com. You go there and register. It's free. There are templates there. Let me just sign up. Let me sign up. It's very simple. So you continue as Royal Shift or continue with Google. You can see, click on continue with Google. It's very easy. It will take you to this. Click on it. And that will take you in. Continue. That's all. That is all. So you're already in. You've registered. So these are what you can also skip. Let's see if you can skip it. Let me see. Okay, for small business, let me skip. I will do all of that. You can do that if you have your time. So because of my time, I don't want this video to be too much. So try pro. I'm not trying anything. So I actually want to do social media. See, for social media, Instagram posts. So I need images for Instagram posts. So you can pick the size that I want. Maybe let me pick on this size. So if you don't know all of those steps, you can actually go back there. You can see and you start designing. But in most times, I don't actually need to go and disturb myself. These are posts, these are content. You can see these are content that you can actually type for. I can say digital skills. So you can see a content on digital skills. This one. So let me give you this. Anything that is showing this arrow, let me go back. Anything that is showing this arrow, this thing like a crown, these are pro. Since you are using a free, so always avoid anyone with that. So this is a free one. So you can see this is a free one. So you can actually still go down. This is another free one. So you can actually use this. So you go and look for a template. That is one of the things. Look for a template, and here all you have to just do is what? Edit. edit. Look at it. They are giving you template. All you have to just do is what? Edit. So that is the essence of coming to Canva. It's just a drag and drop. And you can also still do upload. So if you actually want to learn more about how to use Canva, go to my videos. That was how you need to subscribe to my channel. Go to my video. You'll see a video on how to actually create something on Canva. So I think those what they have created some free videos on that, how to create some designs on Canva. But I'm not even using Canva again. There is a particular one I'm using, Poster My Wall. Now, Poster My Wall is one of the best now that you can see now. Poster My Wall is one of the best when it comes to you creating high design, birthdays, design and the rest. Most of the birthday design you have been seeing is I've used this particular design. I use this. You can see. So just type happy birthday or happy new month. Happy new month. When you type happy new month, look at you don't have to this is August. Let's say happy new month. We are looking for the month of September. Happy new month for September. September. So already you create it down for yourself. So you can see happy new month September. All you have to just do is input yourself if you need yourself to be there. If you don't need yourself, look at this. I think I love this. Happy new month. Good. Happy new month. So this is, I will just put my website. So let's edit this. This is very good. So it's still like Canva too. Drag and drop. Look at my website. So here I will just put I am Prince Olatunji.com. Boom. So you can drag it, like I said, drag and drop. So happy September, welcome to September, happy new month. You can change the font. Look at the font, you can change, you can bold it, you can do anything you want, you can change these particular words. And once you are okay with it, you click on save. So they are asking you to register with your, so I just said continue with Google. So I don't need to actually be looking for password and user. In as much I'm using that complete sign up, notify me. So once I save, maybe later. So I have clicked on save, then I download. Shikena. So once I download, it's going to be downloaded on my system. And that same thing you can use on your smartphone. The same thing you can go to your smartphone and do that. Then at the end of the month, I post this as my happy new month. You can see, bam. So the same thing goes to happy birthday and the rest. So you don't actually need to go and be looking for a graphic designer and the rest. All of these things are what you are going to be learning in day 6 here with us. This is just day 4. I'm just trying to make this a bit longer for those of you that might not be able to continue. And if you don't want to miss what you are seeing, let me show you the last part, which is the YouTube. YouTube is another way if you want to start making money on the internet. You're going to be learning on how to do a lot of AIs. Now, let's look at one of the AIs I was able to create, which you will be having access to on how to create them, because you need to use AI to actually promote that your business idea. Yes, a lot of people are looking for graphic designer and the rest. So you don't actually need to go and struggle for all of that. All of that can be done for you with AI. Yes, I'm going to be teaching you on that too in this journey. So let's look at Upsearch. So I created an AI to talk about this. You can see now that talks about one of our business we're about doing. Look at it. I want you to pay attention and look at it. This is done 100% AI, like VO3. This is what is trending, that people promote their business with AI. So you can see this you learn how to create all of this, and also the baby that is going rampant, the baby talking and the rest. I created something out of it too that I'm very sure if you look at it, you also enjoy it. Like he's saying he wants to go and attend Gege University and the rest. So I make this one. Then after that, I was able to regenerate it out in another format. So there are different formats to that. So all of these are what you are still going to learn. Like I said, you need to dominate the internet with your products. So this is how the video is at the beginning. But at the end of the day, I was able to raise it and finalize it in an amazing way. So all of these things are what you will be learning if you are part of us. Now, what do you need to be part of us? Before then, let's go to the assignment for day 4. Now, the assignment for day 4, write 2 WhatsApp status update using either formula. One should tell a story. Task 2, create one Facebook or TikTok post idea using a personal pain point or a testimonial. And the last one, design one simple quote graphic using Canva to post as content. Then you send that post to me in the platform, in the group. The content of that post, go to the comment section and supply all of these answers together, because I'm going to, at the end of the day, verify you if you have done all of our assignment for you to qualify at the end of day 14 for our exam, the certified exam that will lead to you having a certificate. Now, let me give you a take home. People don't follow sellers, they follow storytellers. Your goal is not to convince, it's to connect. So by the time you start connecting people, not to convince, you don't need to actually need to convince them. You need to connect them to what you're selling. And that is why you see people don't follow sellers, they follow storytellers. So you must be able to tell a story that connects, not something that is convincing them. So that is a take home for day 4. And in day 5, before we go to day 5, bonus mentorship tips is want people to reply to your content, add question at the end. Use word like, can you relate? Want me to show you how? Drop a fire or drop a hashtag if this is for you. Be consistent, visibility creates credibility. And that takes you to our day 5. Create content. Create content that connects and converts. So if you actually qualify to this, you'll be seeing us on that aspect. So see you guys in our next video.